Welcome to the home of the Florida State Seminoles, Doak Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee. As we'll see a squad from the ACC, the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Blue Jackets will boot it away to start the game. Looking for those open spaces and opportunity. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Florida State's offense will have the football first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Spins away from the defender. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. And they'll come to the line with less than a yard to go. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains. The Seminoles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on first down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. Touchdown, Florida State. The finisher, the exclamation point on that drive.
That is how you get your playmaking wide receiver in the game early. First series, they scripted this. They want to get him the football. They get him the football, and he does the rest. Gets the big touchdown, the opening drive of the game.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to pass. It's Miles. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Well, it wasn't great field position to start with, and it's getting worse now. The defense gets a sack. They're getting aggressive up the field. They get to the QB, and they're sending a message.
Under fire. Oh, and he got drilled as he just got rid of the football. Let's take a second to look at the big picture for Georgia Tech. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Yellow Jackets will try to pin them back with the punt. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Fields the punt and tries to work it the other way. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Trying to set up the screen. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Listen, I know this running back is shifty. I know he's really good in the open field, but that's just asking too much of him at this point. 3rd and long situation. He wasn't going to be able to make that extra guy miss trying to get that first down.
They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. Thought he had it and couldn't get it through the uprights. He missed it. And the margin remains at 7 after the miss. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And the Yellow Jackets will hustle to the line.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
2nd down coming up. Looking for a man. It's Miles. Got his man on the right. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. The Yellow Jackets come to the line with a new set of downs. Off-play action on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And he was off target there, but I tell you what, I'll expect to see more of that. They do a really good job in this offense of getting the running back the football in the passing game. Just let him make plays, let him be a difference maker, ball getting to him in space. So I expect we'll see more of that throughout this game.
A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound. The war chant on 3rd down at the dope. Gonna look downfield again. Makes the grab. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. And the Yellow Jackets have moved it inside the 20. They run the reverse. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5. He had this drive going, but they face a 2nd and 15. Pulls and throws off the RPO. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. 9th play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough. 3rd and long.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on 1st and 2nd down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really predictable. So let's make sure you take care of the football. On those plays you really like.
I'll tell you, I love the toughness by the quarterback on that throw because he knew he was going to get hit. He still stepped into the throw, made sure it was going to be accurate right before taking that massive shot.
It is true as he puts 3 on the board. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. One team will rise in the ACC standings, while the other is going to sink like a stone. The harsh reality of college football when conference foes face off, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. The give from the gun. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
And they needed an inch, and they didn't get it. This defense gives up nothing, and you'll like it. The Seminoles will punt it away on 4th down. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. From the gun, the ground game. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6. The Yellow Jackets are in the hurry-up.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
At the 40, there he goes. Got a lot of room to the right. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. They'll go right back to the run. Got enough for the first down and wants more. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Using his legs, it's Foster. Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs.
Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Takes it the other way. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays. And the Yellow Jackets will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Looking downfield, it's Miles. Rushes on him. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on 1st down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass, defense was ready, you got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
And a missed opportunity on 3rd down as the defense knocks it free, and 4th down is coming up. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. It's good. The lead now 6 here in the second.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that.
Got a little room. He's going to get loose. What a magnificent return. He goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a first and goal. He's looking to throw. Buying some time. They stop him short as he was trying to scramble and find his way to the goal line. And after that first down gasher, they're close to the end zone. Second and goal coming. Quarterback looks for a little space. Sneaks it in.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They've scored fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Fielded in the end zone. It's done left. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. To the air, it's Miles. He's got his man, makes the grab. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. The Yellow Jackets racing to the line in the hurry-up. The run from the shotgun. He found a hole, got about 5. He's down at the 21. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dome. They'll try to run for it. They thought they could just run it on third and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. And the Yellow Jackets will call on their punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Secures it at the 30. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wants to go up top on first down. Firing to the right, complete. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, go get positive yardage.
And the Seminoles come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Wants to throw on third down. It's complete to the left. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Noles look to keep this drive humming. They're in the red zone and they'll pass it. He'll throw it. Makes the catch. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Operating in the red zone here on second down. Looking to fire. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack, you avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on third down. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a first and goal. Wants to keep it in the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles! Fit it in the window for the score.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end. but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again. And with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Takes the handoff. It's Watts.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Trying play action. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Man, how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count. It messes with the communication. And
He'll off one deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down. The Yellow Jackets decide to punt it away. He's got it. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to throw on first down. Got his man in the middle.
when these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting to throw going his way, and they put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
It's complete on the right side. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. They'll immediately call timeout. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
Right. Second quarter, getting closer to the half. Offense is still having a lot of success stringing some first downs together. Defense is going to need to figure something out before they get to halftime.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line,
fires toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a...
Going for it all. And it's intercepted in the end zone. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one.
And that's not a surprise for this offense, man. They continue to find him. He's made those big plays. He's put some touchdowns on the board. He's been the big play guy in this offense. And I don't think I'd stop either. We're still getting started in this football game, and they're going to see more of those deep shots to him.
It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this first half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. Now you find out just how much of a Gunslinger you are, will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And you know the defense is going to be really, really conservative, so I think it's an opportunity to be able to take a shot, see how much of a chunk you can get before then you decide really, Jesse, how you want to finish the half.
Just can't turn it over and throw and pick if you're the quarterback here. You have got to be so smart if you're going to be aggressive with your decision-making.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Seminoles will kick it off to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Dunlap. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. So much for the idea of halftime settling down this crowd. They are ready to roll in the second half. Quickly to the tight end. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They drag him down pretty quickly, but the defense forced a big turnover. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Here's the handoff. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. To the air on second down. Oh, they're after him. Trying to get rid of it. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to fight another play in the red zone. It'll be third down. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Finds his man down the middle. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Touchdown, Noles! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it needed to do, getting the ball in field position like that.
It's that killer mentality. You step on their throat, you keep your foot down. When you get opportunities like that, they are golden chances to put touchdowns on the board. The offense took care of business.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The rambling wreck offense rolls back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Off the RPO, complete. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. And the Yellow Jackets want to move quickly.
One of the nice things about RPOs is that it's a slow developing mesh between the QB and running back, and that allows these receivers time to get vertically downfield and work their routes. You saw it right there on that play.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches.
Lofts one high and deep. And they wanted it all on third down, but now dealing with fourth down. The Yellow Jackets will send out the punt unit. Solid punt, headed toward the sideline, trying to make it tough to return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. On the run, it's Foster. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play. With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires left. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber to be.
There he goes! They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. And the Noles will line it up on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. Corralled and brought down by the defense. Line getting set on second down. Off play action. Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, Florida State. And the pummeling has started.
Man, this defense has their hands full. They're dealing with a quarterback that is pinpoint accurate, making good decisions, and they're dealing with a wide receiving group that has a lot of speed and some burners on the perimeter. They might want to think about playing some more zone coverage moving forward. That's now 3 passing TDs they've allowed.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Dunlap. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Georgia Tech offense rolls back onto the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Looking for a man. It's Miles. Makes the grab.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
And the Yellow Jackets can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Steamrolls his way ahead. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. They've already converted a couple of times on this drive. Now 1st and 10 from their own 39. To the air on first down. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Yellow Jackets pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. Guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Complete on the shuffle. Tripped up for the tackle.
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. They're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
And they'll miss the connection here on 3rd down. And the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Yet another punt on the way. Got to make sure that hamstring stays loose. He's been busy. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
He's in open space downfield. He's loose on the right. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Seminoles. Found open space. The band might as well start playing.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. UMass has had almost no answers today, and when they have had them, that other sideline has changed the questions. A puzzling performance in Amherst. They're trailing by 18 to Toledo. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. The Yellow Jackets have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Wants to throw. It's Miles. He's got his man. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Yellow Jackets send out the punt unit. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Corrals it at the 45. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They had this thing in a hammerlock at halftime, and now they are really ratcheting up the pressure, David.
And I tell you what, this offense doesn't have to change a thing, Palmer. They've done what they wanted in the first half and starting off the second half in the same fashion.
And I like how they're letting different guys get involved, too. They've got so many different playmakers all over the field.
Punts it out of the air. They bring him down. He's got a 1st down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They go back to work in the final period of this one. The give to the tailback. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting...
A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. It'll be 3rd and long.
This reminds me of the guy I used to play for in college down in Gainesville, the head ball coach. He used to like to do this. He would have big leads in the 4th quarter. He was still letting his QBs throw it deep down the field.
And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. He's going to have to get into this one a little bit from 47 yards away. What a disappointment. No good. And they missed a field goal, so something has gone wrong today. Georgia Tech has the ball back, and here comes the Yellow Jacket offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Pulls it in. Nifty little juke, and he's out to the 37 before he stopped.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw 1st downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Yellow Jackets come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. It's on target and complete. And he earns a 1st down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They're working that left side. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Back to pass. Grabbed behind the line. It's Whalen. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. And they were lucky that fumble went out of bounds. They'll maintain possession. And the Yellow Jackets are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. You can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes a catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet. The Yellow Jackets have this offense rolling. Rides the back on the option, the give. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he get him down, but he was driving his way and gets it down to the 7-yard line.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more.
Touchdown, Yellow Jackets! Quick strike through the air for the score. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. There have been few obstacles for this offense as they are starting to pull away here in the second half, Jesse.
And this has been a dream game for this play caller too, right? It's like anything that he's calling is working flawlessly.
Yeah, it's fun to be the offensive coordinator, but not the defensive coordinator. They have had no answers. It's been an absolutely miserable day trying to solve the riddle of this offense.
Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Throws to the wideout. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down. And the Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Seminoles now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Safe completion on the screen. Turning it on! Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be 1st down.
Well, they pick up the 1st down there on the screen. I love the offensive line there, allowing the pass rush to get way up the field. They completely baited their guys, made them think that they got beaten, that they were going to get the sack, and then they sneak the running back screen right in behind them and pick up the 1st.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Quick completion on the out.
Nice throw, nice catch, great completion of that out route. Sometimes those quarterbacks, when they see that early, they can make that jump and get that pick 6. So those are dangerous routes to throw, but it worked for him there.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And that's how you finish it off. Scoring on the final play of the game doesn't affect the outcome. Just a little cherry on top of the sundae. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against your